So since 1871, the first provocative ad came out. Companies that range from tire services to deodorant companies, burger joints, all the way to salad dressings, have all begun to use and employ a tactic that we call sex selling. We believe that simply just by placing evocative images in our advertising, that we could easily get a woman to open her pocketbook or to get a man to pull out his wallet. And seemingly it worked. But what we fail to understand is that although sex can get us there, love is the only thing that will keep us there. If there's one thing I want you to remember tonight, it's this one thing. So I want to tell you a quick story about a young lady. Her name is Casey. She's an amazing young lady. When she was 15, her doctor said to her, "You'll never have kids." Now, this was a huge blow because Casey is a massively caring person. Naturally, she is very emotional towards people's needs, and she's always there for the people in her life. So much so that it earned her a wedding ring in only one day. So how did she do this? Well, she played basketball. She loved the game of basketball. Her and friends, they would play every weekend. And this one Sunday, this young man decided he was going to ask her out on a date. She acquiesced. They went out, enjoyed a nice evening at the opera. They talked, they laughed. He dropped her off at the door, said, "Had a great night." Then he left without discussing a second date. So the next day, she was so elated, so joyful for the night that she had, she decided she would break the 72-hour rule, right? And then she would go ahead and send a simple text message to this young man that said, "Hey, I'm dropping by CVS, gonna grab some waters for everyone else. Would you like me to grab you a Gatorade?" A year later, we were married. She pulled a marketing stunt that was so amazing, it knocked my socks off. She did something that so many companies have forgotten about. She introduced love into the equation. She saw the need that I had. She placed herself in my shoes, and she responded without requirement. Now, there are brands everywhere. There are brands all over that are doing exactly this one thing, and they're doing it well. We see it in our coffee cups. We see it in our iPhones. We see it in many different purchases that we make at restaurants that when we hear the name, we would rather not choose anywhere else than this one place. And they've learned the art of empathy. The difference between your PC and your Mac is that it empathizes with your need to be creative. The difference between your coffee cup at Starbucks and your coffee cup at Joe's is that they understand your need to connect to a community that understands you. Imagine creating a brand that so many people love that they're willing to allow it to be in their family photos. This is creating love. And when you create love with your customers, they return back to you something so amazing, something so miraculous, something so beautiful and intangible often. They give you the thing that you desired the most when you gave them the thing that they needed. So as you make your way to creating something amazing, as you're building that website, as you are designing your mobile application, as you're building a physical product, don't forget to add the love in it. Because although sex can get the people to your doorstep, only love can keep them coming back for more. But as you do that, remember that by giving customers the thing that they need, they will give you in abundance the thing that you want. Thank you.